Hi, how are you? Sorry I'm a little late getting something uploaded from today. Haven's visit to the vet. Um, she's gonna need surgery to remove the two cysts. One of them is a different type of cyst than just the fatty cyst that some basset hounds get. I don't know if you can see this or not from my invoice. Let me see if I can't get it for you here. Right here. But um, she got an inflammation injection today, and then they put her on antibiotics for 2 weeks for now. She goes back in 2 weeks, and then somehow I've got to try to come up almost $1,600 for her surgery. And I don't know how I'm going to do this. She desperately needs it. One good thing is I did get a phone call about 10 minutes before I went to load her up to take her to the vet. I tried to do a video this morning while we were getting ready to leave to show you us on our little trip, but my phone, with the age of it, I'm not able to flip it while I'm videotaping. So that and had my hands full with, since this was a new vet that we had to take her to and carry her file with all of her records in there, which I stuck it in a Kong bag to take with me, and I even took a collar with me, cone, just in case I would need it so I wouldn't have to purchase another one. But, yeah, bill ended up being $226.48. If I can see that right, I don't have my glasses on right now for everything for today. They did clean it back. The one on the back of her neck, they cleaned it back up again, because when I cleaned it up yesterday after she had either scratched it or uh, knocked some scabbing off or moved it a little bit, going underneath the bushes yesterday, it was bleeding again, so I got it off, tried to clean it up best I could, and then I put some more of the prescription antibiotic salve that I had from my MRSA, which is, I googled first to make sure it was safe to use on her. So it but sorry about that, had to pause for a minute. But anyway, yeah, right before we were getting ready to leave, I had to pack everything out into the truck before I took her out to load her up in there, because she can't jump up in there. I have to lift her. But I had to laugh, tell her girlfriend, you're packing on a few pounds. You're a little bit heavier than what you used to be. So, actually it was just only a couple pounds. So she's still 50. Let me look at this again if I can see it. They got it on here for her weight. I thought they did, but I'm not sure. Can't hardly see this. I think it was 54 she told me that they weighed her at. Oh yeah, 54.60, that's what it is. So she did, in the past 7-8 months, since the last time she's ever had to go. So yeah, she's she's gained a couple pounds, but she's still, I mean, she's small frame for a basset hound. She takes after her mama. Well, I should say their mama. Because their daddy is bigger and more broad. Hero, my tricolored, is built more like him. But, yeah, she's 65 or 66 pounds. The last time I took her, back in, well, I was still working at Tractor Supply, so, because she was starting to get a yeast infection in her ears again, so I had to take her and get some medicine and I had to get her anal glands expressed. But, I probably should have had that done on Haven today too, but I was worried about how much the bill was going to be. I didn't know what they were planning on doing today besides the examination and the injection and the prescription. But I was pleased with the place. I mean, I was referred there from the Nextdoor app. And in fact, somebody, even the one that referred me there, he even shared a $25 coupon that I was able to use today to knock off on her bill. So I was very happy for that. I thanked him so many times for it. But now I got that coming up. And then with the drain issue, instead of one of the managers calling me back yesterday like I was told, they ended up having the second plumber that came to inspect it call me this morning. And yeah, I know some of these pipes are still old, but it never leaked before. Never. As long as I've been here, it has never leaked in the kitchen. Until he ran that. And it's like I told him, we kind of got a bit of a shouting match on the phone, but it's like I told him, if it had been me doing it, once I cleaned the P-trap out, I would have went ahead and put it back together and tried running the water down the sink to make sure it was open before I even ran a snake through there. That would have been me. But he didn't. He just automatically did it while he had it all apart. And now, that's what created this problem. Nobody even bothered calling me back today, because I called back down there demanding to speak to one of the managers. And of course, I was told one was in a meeting and one had already stepped out. Nobody bothered calling me back again. So I may have to make a trip to Venice tomorrow to speak to one of the managers. But anyway, what I was getting at a while ago, before I got off on a tangent here, that while I was getting ready to take Haven this morning for her appointment, I did get a phone call about a possible job. I explained to the woman that called me about the situation, having to take her to the vet. We were getting ready to go out the door, but I would call her back when I got home. Well, we ended up, her appointment was supposed to have been at 10:45, and I actually got her there, well, in the door at 10:40, filled out what paperwork I had to, gave them my ID, and then I brought up their records where they were vaccinated, mainly rabies. I mean, that's the only one I really worry about because of everything that comes and goes around here between the rats and possums and everything else. And we've already had, from what I've heard, at least one case of rabies here in town in Sarasota. So I do try to keep up with the rabies vaccine, if nothing else, because they don't really go anywhere. They're here in the yard. They're not around other dogs. It's just them. So, the other ones I don't really worry that much about now that they're going to be 6 here on the 13th. But I definitely try to keep up with the rabies vaccine. Just for that reason. But, anyway, I had, once we didn't get home until about 2:30. By the time, they were pretty busy, short-handed. And then, with us being a new patient, we kind of got pushed to the back burner a little bit, but that's okay. At least she got seen and got taken care of. Then whenever we got home and I got her in, she needed to go bathroom really bad, and she was just so not, it wasn't, it was like more like anxiety than just excitement, because she just sat pant, pant, pant most of the time and shook a little bit, being at a strange place, strange people, other dogs coming and going. So, she was pretty keyed up by the time we got home and really needed to go to the bathroom. So, and then as soon as we got in, Hero wanted out too. So I got them out, and then I had to hurry up and go to the bathroom as well, because, like I said, we waited all that time. And then I had called the woman back, and I don't know if she had to leave early or what, but I did leave her a voice message, and I had waited till about 5 o'clock, and I hadn't heard back from her yet. So I went ahead and called back again and told her, that yes, I am still interested in the job. So I had, left her another voice message. So maybe I'll be able to touch base with her in the morning about that. So I'm praying something's going to come through here really soon. What else? Oh yeah, to deal with the drain. And, had to try to get supper ready. I've been trying to do dishes. Of course, back to dumping buckets of water again. So that's such a headache. But it is what it is. I mean, yeah, they want to, they're still trying to want to charge me minimum over $1,400 just to fix their screw up. I am not happy about that at all. It's like I told that plumber when he called back this morning. It did not do that all this time. If you screw something up, you ought to be responsible and fix it for your customers. Make your customers happy. That hot water heater, I paid over $2,200 for it. Luckily, the other plumber, Joe, he didn't charge me to do the kitchen sink. But, now I got this issue. So I don't know what's going to take place with this. I don't know if I'll be able to get them to fix it or not. But, it's like I told him, I said, well, social media brings things a long way. And if I have to, I don't want to be. I really don't. I've been trying to be nice about it. And, I'm honest about it up front. But I feel like that they're trying to avoid their mistake and not having to cover it. They're just milking it for what they can. And in fact, I even Googled them again this morning before we had to go to the vet to see what else I could find out, as of reviews and stuff. And I thought it was strange that the more I kept going to Google reviews, I only came across, I believe it was one or two only reviews that were bad reviews to 1 star. And between the price and something not being right, everything else was all 5 stars, and they were rated 4.9. Okay? When I went to Yelp, it was down to 3.8, and there was more bad reviews on there on Yelp than what there was on Google. So I'm thinking that there's a good possibility that they're manipulating that as well, just to keep their ratings, to try to drum up more business. So, I mean, it's kind of hard to prove, but that's what it looks like. That's my assumption, my opinion. But I'm afraid I got a real battle on my hands over this, trying to get this drain taken care of. But, I mean, I don't have the money to afford to hire an attorney, if they would even be able to help, because honestly, I wish I would have videotaped it all while he was doing it. I really do now. But being old school, taking people for their word, just, it is what it is. I guess I've got to live with the lesson of this as well. And like I said, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get this resolved or not without having to somehow pay for this too. But just keep praying. I get a job really soon. I just keep praying. I do. I mean, it's like a good friend of mine. Well, she's kind of like a half-sister. She lives a couple hours north of me. We keep in touch all the time, and I've went up to her house and stayed with her for a few times and everything, and we reconnected from high school and stuff several years ago, and we keep in touch all the time. And she was like, well, Lisa, because she does a lot of cat rescues and stuff, and she goes through some organizations to help with spay and neuter and vaccines and medications and vet bills and stuff. So she's going to try to help me find an organization, which I did Google a few of them already. I did send out some emails explaining the situation. My son ended up having to hold Haven, because I even had to hold her just so the vet could look at the cyst that's on the inside of her leg. That's the one that I'm very concerned about both of them. But this one is, he said it's different. It's not like the other cyst, the common ones in basset hounds. And the way the blood vessels and stuff go, and it's up towards her armpit on her right leg on the inside. So I'm just I'm really worried that it might, because she has been holding it up, that I've noticed off and on, so I know it's got to be painful for her. But I just hope it's nothing cancerous is what I'm hoping. But I guess if it is, it is. Time will tell. The test will tell. So, anyway, we'll cross that bridge if we come to it. But I wanted to give you a little bit update what I found out today. Like I said, my phone is older, so it doesn't flip like you can with the picture, just the picture itself, photo itself. I've tried. My son looked at it and he's like, Mama, your phone's too old. It's not going to do it. So I'm just trying to make do with what I got right now just to get these uploaded. So anyway, I wanted to give you a heads up what was going on and get this video out. I hope you like. Please subscribe. Did get 1 subscriber so far, so I'm happy with that. And I got a few views already. Not very many, but a few. So that's a start. So anyway, I just wanted to give you an update about that. And I was able to get a hold of my truck insurance company today, or this morning too, earlier. Because I've been up and down since 1:30 this morning again. Just, I don't know if it's just, from pain or if it's the stress or a combination of both. But I've been 1:30 on, up, down, usually between 4:30 and 5 in the morning. I'm just staying up and trying to keep going all day. But anyway, I did get a hold of them and got what I needed to for my truck insurance for it be, since I had to reinstate it, and got it out in the mail back to them to get that taken care of. So I was happy to get that finally done as well. But anyway, I wanted to give you a little heads up right now. Maybe I can get outside tomorrow and try to get the girls in the video so you can see them more. So, that way you might be able to see what I'm talking about. But anyway, I just wanted to give you a heads up what was going on. Again, I'm sorry it was late. Like I said, I hope you hit the like button. Please subscribe if you feel like it. I appreciate all the any suggestions anybody can give me. I truly appreciate it. Well, I hope you all have a blessed evening. I hope you've had a blessed day. Take care, and I shall see you tomorrow. Bye.